Well, here I am, me Lucky Charms. I'm at Riverview. I just finished photographing this twisted tree. I photographed it the other day on some infrared film, but I liked it so much I wanted to come back with my last two sheets of Efke 25. I no longer have any Efke 25 in 8x10, but I will not cry because Braxis came to the rescue and sold me a box, a 50 sheet box of 4x5. Anyways, 8x10 of this lovely scene behind me early in the morning. There's sunlight, it's not as intense, which is good. It just makes developing the film a lot easier. The contrast is almost normal. It's a little bit lower than normal. The lighting is a little bit yellowish. Here's the scene. As you can see, it's a vertical framing that I have going on. So I took a meter reading off of this area here and I placed it on zone 3.5, and this bright area back here, or up here, sorry, it's about a 3.5 stop difference. So that would put me on zone 6.5, which is a little bit shorter than a normal subject luminance or subject brightness range. Can't remember what these little spots were, but they weren't as bright. I'm probably going to develop the film for N+1, maybe. Efke 25 is somewhat of a contrasty film, so I might even just do N develop. Okay, I've got my Nikkor 210 on. It's wide angle on 8x10. It covers it, the format, good enough, but it won't allow for any movement. I do have the back and the front, so they're parallel with each other. So the back, I tilted it forward a little bit because as you can see, the bed here is angled up slightly. So I tilted the back forward a bit, and the lens I also tilted forward a little bit, so they're parallel with each other. I switched out my regular Nick-Saggy bellows, and I stuck in my bag bellows. One thing I like about the Can-Am cameras, the switch out is pretty fast. So here is the image on the ground glass. I hope you can see it okay. I focused on this big tree here in the foreground, and as you can see, it's way out of focus here, so I had to stop the lens way down. I stopped down to almost f64, so that made my exposure sort of long, not really, 16-second base exposure, and then I added reciprocity, and this film is actually pretty darn good. So at 16 seconds I only had to increase the exposure by a factor of 1.3 times, which brought me to about 21 seconds. That's pretty darn good. I mean, if I was using HP5, I'd be going from 16 to 32 second exposure. And that's it. I'm all done. I'm going to go home. I'm going to develop this film. Probably I'll develop it in PyroCat HD. I'll see all you guys later.
Huh?
Hey boys and girls, I'm back in my darkroom and I'm going to develop those two sheets of film. I'm going to develop them in PyroCat HD. One of the sheets I'm going to process in a tube, BTZS tube, and the other sheet I'm going to give tray development. Why, you ask? Well, I just want to see if there's much difference. I just want to see if the tray will give a little bit more density in the shadows. So anyways, I'm going to develop those sheets and we'll see what we got. Okay, here it is, right out of the stock bath. Yes, you can have the light on. It's not going back in the developer. So it'll be fine. Alright, here they are, and they almost look identical. See, it's it is a little bit thin up there, but that's okay. There might be a little bit more density on this one, but I won't really know for sure until I finish washing and dry and take a really close look on the light table. But the highlight densities are pretty much the same.